All right, there we go. Both teams on the stage now as we look to try and get into the final series of the day. It's going to be a lot of fun. I did a little bit of research before this series, and I just kind of want to count through how many Grand Finals appearances all of these players on the stage have taken. Weevil, it's going to be, I believe, his third or fourth Grand Finals appearance in DCRL. This is going to be Swamp Donkey's third. It's going to be Remzik's fifth, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even fourth, I can't remember.
Yep.
And then Aquatoad, obviously, as a champion himself, is going to be another one. There is so much experience here. All of these players know what it takes to win in DCRL, and they've proved it yet again here in Season 6.
Right. I was actually talking with Aquatoad earlier, and he says he has 2 LAN appearances and 1 win. Obviously looking for his second here, and he said he's never lost a LAN series. So obviously trying to keep that hot streak going, but obviously, you know, we have so much experience on the other end of things on Cooked, so these guys are definitely coming for blood. They are definitely going to, you know, give it their all, especially since they have the bracket reset, so they kind of take it a little bit chillax, try to get something rolling that first series and save that energy for the second series.
Yeah, no, it'd be really cool to see, you know, a Risser championship appearance as well. I think this is going to be his second season of DCRL. He's got a kind of a long history with DCRL, dating all the way back to when he was in high school, when he tried to pretty much lie his way and say he was a college student to play in DCRL. So this guy's been trying to play and has been very passionate about playing in DCRL for quite some time now. So to see him in the Grand Finals is going to be awesome to see.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we might have to keep an eye on Risser here, because if he's lying his way into DCRL, he might try to pull some sneaky moves out in this series here. So keep an eye out for him. Maybe he's got some, you know, Bacchus mod, extra little hacky poos in store here. But, yeah.
Game number 1 about to get underway. Backboard Bros only need 1 series to be crowned your champions. We'll see if they can get it done here. It's a hot start. Remzik, again, we're going to be saying his name a lot here in this series. Expect a lot of mechanical plays, very high IQ, good shooting, everything out of this man. We're going to see if his counterpart in Risser on the other team can handle him.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we see a little bit back and forth to start off here. Aqua gets a decent 50. He's still kind of stalled in the midfield. Remzik beats out Risser on this 50. This is going to be a center attempt here. Aqua is on. Isn't quite able to get the shot to go through, though. Hambungus is back, playing a little slow. 50 off the backboard. Does get it against Weevil. Gets it barely around the third man. Weevil, last man back. Remzik is looking for a shot here. It's a flick. Doesn't quite get it past Risser, though.
Yeah, one of the players that I want to keep an eye on for most of the series is going to be Weevil. You know, he's a very slow and, you know, calculated player, very controlled. But sometimes that slowness can kind of bite you in these high-speed Division A lobbies. So if you're going to play slow, you better not make any mistakes. It's very hard to play slow in such a high-skilled lobby. So hopefully Weevil, his nerves don't affect him here as Remzik's going for a crazy clip there. Unfortunately, can't find another touch here. Weevil is going for a ground play of his own here. Risser needs to make a diving save, and he makes it.
Yeah, for sure. I know he had said something about Weevil just kind of being that flowy kind of player. I will say during that first series, he wasn't looking too hot. He was making a few missed touches, wasn't quite putting the ball in the back of the net. But his series in the lower bracket, he was looking so good. So he's definitely going to be somebody to look out for. Maybe he's, you know, still feeling himself, going to go for some crazy stuff here. As we see Remzik trying to get a crazy redirect from the corner. Doesn't quite get it to go, though. Weevil up on the wall. Can he do something crazy? Nope, he just pitches it over to the left side.
Remzik now going to try and make a control touch here. Hambungus is cherry picking, trying to maybe find a skim shot, but kind of sends it a little bit too far high. Aqua off the sidewall here, trying to maintain this midfield control. Doing a good job at that as Hambungus has a free touch. Puts it over to the right side of this field. Swamp Donkey with a great settle, though. Gets another great 50. Nothing's going to come from that one, though. Maybe it was past midfield, but it's a little bit too hard. And we're still scoreless, almost halfway through game number 1 already.
Yeah, I can't even believe it's already been halfway, but Remzik going up for a crazy redirect, does get the touch, but it's a little bit high. Risser gathers on the backboard, and I will say something that I'm noticing so far in this first game. These guys are not only hitting the ball a lot, but they're hitting their opponents a lot. There's been a lot of bumps, a lot of demos coming out, more so on the bump side of things, which I debatably can throw off the rotations a little bit more because you don't know that they're going to be back right away. So that's definitely going to be something to look out for as you see Weevil popping it over Aqua. Remzik is up. Weevil does stay on. Aqua maybe a little mistouch to the back corner here, but Hambungus is going to collect here and do something himself.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get anything going here. Solo play opportunity. Weevil able to put a hand up and make a play. And Swamp Donkey trying to maybe get something going here. And he's one of those players to me that it's kind of like Weevil. He's going to be the it factor. You know what you're going to get from Risser and Remzik. So it's really going to kind of come down to a battle of Hambungus and Aqua versus Weevil and Swamp Donkey. Who can come out on top here? It's going to be a lot of fun to see Remzik trying to make a play here, trying to get a touch around Swamp Donkey, but a nice early challenge comes out. Hambungus maybe going to rev a shot here, trying to place that one bottom right, but Risser has the whole net covered.
Indeed, yeah, great positioning back posters. See Weevil gathering in the corner with no boost. Can he get a 50 on Aqua? He does, but Aqua is able to push that one a little bit center here. Remzik with a shot on, but what a touch by Swamp Donkey, putting it over to the wall here. But I will say Backboard Bros looking super, super strong on offense, and Cooked is just barely managing to keep the stove on, playing defense here.
Yeah, no, this is not like normal game number ones. Normally game number ones, there's lots of nerves. There's, you know, you're feeling excited, right? And normally there's no defense being played. We're still tied 0-0, almost 4 minutes into game number one. And so really it might come down to a singular goal here as the decider for game number one as Risser puts this off the corner. Hambungus going to go over to the side while Remzik's going to be there to collect. That's a great first touch by Swamp Donkey with actually a great little floating pre-jump there. Double kick might come out, but fortunately for Weevil, he makes a great touch. Risser going to pop this midfield. Swamp wanted to jump for that one, but didn't have the boost to do so.
Indeed, Hambungus taking over for Remzik after a nice little attempted aerial play here. Aqua puts it off the ceiling. Little team pinch coming out to get that save, dropping right in front of the net. Remzik's going to go off the ceiling. Oh boy, don't let him do this. Gets the reset, fakes around one, goes for the pinch on two, but Swamp Donkey plays that slow pinch. Unfortunately, Remzik wasn't able to get too much power on that. Aqua meets up at the almost at the ceiling here, but we got Weevil banging it back over to Backboard Bros corner. That's a lot of bees.
Remzik, maybe a chance here. The net might be open. It's just Weevil back, but he makes a great diving save. 10 seconds to go as he gets another touch around Hambungus. Maybe an opportunity here for Cooked. Swamp Donkey pops it up. Going to go up off the corner. Ball might be there. Is anybody there? Not quite. Ball's up. Risser up off the backboard, but no second man. And we're going to go to OT here in game number one.
Indeed, we got a 0-0 OT. We saw a lot of Backboard Bros pressure coming out in this first game here, but Cooked were able to just play lockdown defense on any attempt that they really tried to start. Aqua putting it into the corner. Swamp Donkey is back. The ground menace on the ground at his home. Swamp Donkey rotating back around, but Risser's going to take over. Does collect the full boost, gets it around Aqua, tries to get something around Remzik, goes for the aerial bump, does get it. This is going to be shot on, but what a clear from Hambungus.
That's great coverage there from Hambungus. Saw the bump coming out. That's a shot from Remzik, but Weevil's going to be there to make the save. Demo comes out, but nothing going to come from that one. And Remzik going to try and corral this ball. Ball's going to get a good bounce, but Aqua with a great read as he's going to try and continue this ball. Remzik, maybe shot opportunity, goes under and gets the goal! Backboard Bros taking game number one.
I don't know about you, but I remember my first series of LAN here. This was very, reminiscent of me, Skull air dribbling. In this case, it was Aqua. Me playing that slow ball, just putting it in. Remzik playing that same position. I think he's taking notes after me, to be honest with you. I know I have a few classes with him, but him able to put that in the back of the net. 1-0, taking this game one.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful little play there from Remzik. I think the defender thought he was maybe going to go high. He fakes it low, and no time to react for that last man back. Backboard Bros are your victors of game number one. But that was really, really close. I mean, again, to be scoreless in game number one, going all the way to an OT, pretty much unheard of, especially this LAN. So again, both these teams playing calm, cool, and collected, and the defense is holding strong.
Yeah, for sure. I will say, I think Cook put on a little bit stellar of a performance on the defensive side of things, because if we, I don't know, we can do a little replay upload thing to, I forgot, Rocket Tracker, but I want to say that Backboard Bros and, we're on Cook's half for at least 70% of that game, and Cook were able to manage somehow. So if they can kind of keep that defensive rotation up, but try to get those boom balls to get pressure on Backboard Bros might crumble, but who knows?
Yeah, again, you made a great point there on the possession from Backboard Bros being extremely high. And I think that's definitely going to be true. Cooks need to change something up. I don't know how many shots they had. I forgot to look, but it probably wasn't too high. So again, they're going to need to try and find some form of offense here. But already, here in game number two, Backboard Bros starting off hot.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Ginge Chicken for the sub, man. Thank you very, very much. Maybe you'll see a goal for your little sub gift here. Hambungus is going to put this one on. Risser looking a little bit awkward, and there you go. MJ and Ginge Chicken, there's your gift. Backboard Bros up 1-0.
Actually, it was K-Tool gifting 5 subs.
You're so welcome.
So shout out K-Tool.
I do not regret it.
I love to hear it, but Backboard Bros, this might be a different game here in game number 2. As Remzik gets another goal. He has the only goals so far in the series as he puts his ball into the orange corner. Swamp Donkey going to try and make a clear out, but Hamdungus in a Hambungus in a great spot there. Aqua maintaining midfield presence, and so far in game 1, Aqua's been kind of quiet. Maybe a chance here. Good cut. The net's going to be open, but a great save, I believe, from Swamp Donkey to keep that out of his net.
Yeah, for sure. Hamburger goes missing on the Risser fake here. Risser trying to be a little finesse-y, doesn't quite get enough of an e-brake slam here. You're not as good as you think. I'm kidding. He's going to kill me for that later. But Aqua getting a nice little 50 up to the ceiling. Aqua's going to stay on this. Maybe going to pound this up, but Risser capitalizes using those grass trimmings to get the ball back over to Backboard Bros half. Remzik is up, gets a 50 with Risser. Is he going to stay on? Weevil booms back over to Remzik's nice little cherry basket.
What did you just say?
What do you think I said?
All right,
well,
anyway. Looks like Risser going to try and continue on this ball. Remzik, a.k.a. McDingle, trying to go for something here. Gets a flip reset. Can he clip on him? Oh! Almost gets the reset into a double. Almost a fantastic shot there as Hambungus trying to find an angle. Almost a double commit. Can Aqua capitalize? He cannot. The defense comes out strong here, but maybe another chance here. Remzik, another reset opportunity. Gets it over one. Going for a bump on another. Gets it in, and Remzik is peaking.
McDingle Doongle gets the Bumple Woondle on the Defendiudle to put them up 2-0. 3 minutes left. What a play from Remzik. Again, nothing's taking notes from me because I think I did something like that. Never in my life.
It's always jokes with you guys.
No, it's not. I'm being so serious.
Right. But anyways, Backboard Bros are up by 2 again, and it's still the only person to score so far in the series is Remzik. And I'm not surprised at that by any means. Weevil trying to get something going here. Remzik going to be able to carry this ball out. Maybe a chance here. Almost fakes out one, but Swamp Donkey is not fooled as Weevil with a nice fake on Hambungus there. Gets it around to Aqua as well, but Remzik has a good amount of boost here. Maybe going for a shot here. Going to try and wrap his car around that ball. Hambungus, maybe an opportunity, but can't find the shot.
Just need Water Frog going for a 50 on... I don't even know what to say for Weevil's name, but Risser is going to go up here. Hamburger's getting bumped on the corner here. Weevil is still up. Llama Pony, Water Pony thing getting 50 by Remzik. I'm going to stop that. This is too much to think about. But Weevil trying to get a 50. Hamburger is going to be at field getting a shot on attempt here, but saved away by Risser.
I don't know if you're purposely saying Hamburger or not, but that's wonderful. Swamp Donkey trying to maybe eat Hamburger here, but can't quite do so. It's going to go up off the backboard. Risser with a chance here to get a save, but can't quite find it. Swamp Donkey now, low boost. Going to try and get something going. Aqua, maybe a pass off the backboard to Hambungus. Can't quite find it. Remzik with a beautiful first touch goes under one, but nothing going to come from it. Risser trying to get this ball out, but Hambungus, the midfield presence from Backboard Bros, has been dominant.
Yes, exactly. And I will say, defensive-wise, Cook is putting on a stellar performance. Risser trying to go for a musty clip here. Doesn't quite get it. But we see, like you had said, the midfield presence from Backboard Bros, just unrelenting pressure on this Cooked half. It's the same thing as game 1. Cooked are just managing barely on defense here. Shout out barely managing from last semester. But yeah, Backboard Bros with crazy offense. And we see a shot coming on from Swamp Donkey. Isn't quite able to get it around those last defenders. Remzik immediately back. Aqua Frog trying to get something to go here. Doesn't quite get it.
Yeah, 1 minute to go, and Cooked are still scoreless. Remzik, double opportunity, but Swamp Donkey's going to respect that and make a great save on the backboard. But again, Backboard Bros have, like you said, it's the same story as game number 1. This ball has spent so much time on this orange half, and Cooked have yet to find a way to get it out. Weevil, chance here. Moves this into the blue corner. A good demo here. Might clear up some space, but Remzik, patient as ever. Shot gonna come out, and Risser puts it away. Cooked find their first goal.
I think, yeah, Swamp Donkey rotating through, getting that demo, faking that one there. Remzik does get the touch, but Risser just playing that passive third, letting his teammate cook with the fire, and being able to, flip that patty, put that one in the back of the net.
Put the fries in the bag, he says, as they bring this back within 36 seconds to go. Cooked maybe starting to warm up here. Aqua, chance of his own here. A little bit of air dribble coming out. Almost finds an air dribble bump. Would have been nasty, and the dagger here in game 2, but Cooked stay alive for another one. Swamp Donkey finds a demo here. Going to stop his momentum, though. Risser shot opportunity, but a little bit offline.
Exactly. Weevil trying to get some center here, and Swamp Donkey with the one-timer. Doesn't quite get it to go. And Risser is up, puts it in, ties it up with 11 seconds left. What a miracle for Cooked.
It is a battle of the captains. So far, captains are the only players to score on either team. And Risser is getting it done here. 11 seconds, ice in his veins as he ties it up. Cooked, again, starting to get warmed up. We'll see if anything comes here in regulation. Remzik, pop over one. Can he get another double? Can he find it? Barely not. Could have had it. Aqua with a follow-up. Not going to be there. Shot on. Weevil, big save. It's still up. Swamp Donkey going the other way. Can he find the shot? It's on. But Aqua makes the save.
Oh my goodness, that went back and forth. Just Remzik almost getting that clutch double tap here. Gets a second opportunity again, but Swamp Donkey with phenomenal backboard defense. Nobody's up here, just kidding. Weevil is. He gets that one around two. Who is that? Swamp Donkey is on no boost, trying to get something to go here. Tries to fake out Hamburger. Doesn't quite get it to go. Aquatoad in the corner. Trying to get something back on Cook's half here. Goes for a dunk on Weevil. Doesn't get the touch though. Hamburger is up. Completely whiffs. Did not put any mayo on that one.
Risser trying to make a play here, but he's on zero boost. Swamp maybe had a window there to place that one, but can't quite find it. Almost an own goal. Can Remzik make the save? He can. Swamp can't quite make the read. Almost a fatal little own goal there from Aqua, but they stay alive to live another day. Risser off his own backward here, trying to control this ball in the air. Swamp Donkey awaits, but can't quite find as Remzik able to shut that down.
Yes, indeed, Risser going for a demo on Remzik, doesn't quite get it to go. Remzik apparently got a shot on there, but Hambungus, sorry about that, Hamburger, was, trying to get something to go here. Aqua is going to try to get a 50 with Weevil. That's almost a shot on. This is Swamp Donkey. Put it left B. Doesn't get it to go, though. Just a little bit too wide. Gets a demo on the bump on Aqua. Risser is on. Still 50'd. And Backward Bros can not only play great offense, but they are having lockdown defense with 120 overtime.
That might have been the chance that they could have got. I mean, there's not going to be many of them from Backward Bros. Maybe it's going to be one here. Risser a little bit too high. Can Weevil around it? He can, as Cooked take game number 2.
I don't know what this Cook team has been eating or cooking up even on their tide.
A lot.
They're cooking up a lot. They're eating a lot. Able to turn this around, switch that offense, and turn that switch on, scoring those 3 goals in clutch factor. Oh my goodness, Cooked taking a game off of Backward Bros. This series is tied up.
What a game there. This series is looking like it might be hype. And man, oh man, we got to give it to the captains here as they played fantastically. Because up until that Weevil goal there in OT, they were the only players with a goal on the entire pitch. So shout out to Risser and Remzik for making it entertaining. And then Weevil, obviously, with a fantastic put away in OT to tie the series up.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, like we had said, the very first half of that game was very reminiscent of Game 1. Cook just barely managing on defense, but they were able to turn it around in pretty much clutch factor, getting those 2 goals, sending it to overtime, and then keeping that pressure up in this first overtime. And, shout out Weevil, the player that I've been looking out for, putting his first up on the board, giving his team the first win of this series. Obviously, very early still in this series, but regardless, good job on his part.
Yeah, you absolutely love to see somebody be able to put a hand up against Remzik. And so far, it looks like Risser and company are going to be able to do just that. A little bit of a slow start here to game number 3 as Cooked are trying to battle back here. Backward Bros putting a decent amount of pressure on. Big, fast demo does come out. Swamp Donkey on low boost, trying to make a touch. That's a beautiful touch there from Risser. Down to Swamp Donkey, but Hambungus gonna capitalize here.
Ooh!
And a wonderful pass coming from Aqua over to Remzik. Hambungus to Remzik. There we go. It's a beautiful play. Backward Bros strike first.
Indeed, I will say, it looked like Remzik, wrong R word. Can't say that.
Wrong. Can't say that.
The other R name. There we go. It was side-eyeing Hamburger a little bit there, looking for that pass, able to put that one in dead center. Thought it was going to go a little bit wide left, but it's Remzik. So who am I doubting here? Is Swamp Donkey tries to get a crazy 50 on Hamburger. I'm actually in the habit of saying Hamburger now. Aqua is up, dodging that demo from Weevil. Risser on the backboard with low boost, barely makes that save. Not. Oh my God, I can't even read now, dude. I've messed up myself with names.
That's all right. You're going to have to lock in because we got a lot of series left and a lot of game left here in game number 3. We got 4 minutes left to go. Weevil puts a hand up against Aqua. But again, it's been midfield presence. That's been the name of the game for this Backboard Bros team. They've been doing such a good job at that. Because like you said, I would love to see the ball chasing on this one to see just how much time is being spent on this orange half.
Exactly, as Remzik is there for the one-timer. Nice little center ball from maybe Hambungus, maybe the other team. Let's see here. Off the corner, straight down, teed off. What a pass from the captain, Risser. Right back to the other captain, Remzik. Unfortunate for them. Backboard Bros lead 2-0.
Listen, I know a lot of people don't like the Remzik glaze, but you can't help it there. Not only is he good at all those flashy mechs and solo plays, stuff like that, he's a fantastic shooter as well. You see it there. Gets perfect placement, perfect power to put his team up by 2 now. 3.5 minutes left to go. Cook's gonna have to battle back yet again. Almost gets one there from Weevil. This ball goes over to the side while Remzik gonna try and make something happen here. Has a full tank of boost.
Oh my God! No!
Barely can put it away, but it doubles as a pass. Aqua puts it away.
I say Remzik almost good enough to put that one in. Unfortunately, he still has a little bit of work to do. I feel so bad now, but Aqua able to follow that one up off the unfortunate crossbar dink. We love that one. But putting them up 3-0, very dominant fashion. Obviously, Backboard Bros starting to capitalize on all this offense that they're putting on Cooked. And Cooked maybe slowing down a little bit on defense. But, maybe that's just kind of like Backboard Bros saying, no, you're not allowed to take another game off of us.
Yeah, no, I talked a lot about pre-game, too, about the speed of play from Cooked, and especially, like, Weevil, too. Like, I talked about a slow, controlled play style. It's super hard to manage when you're playing up against a player like Remzik. So, again, you have to play perfect Rocket League in order for that to work. And so far, there's been a little bit of mistakes here and there that have, led to some of these goals. So again, Coke either need to change something up drastically, start being more aggressive, maybe on the boost or something, but again, something has to change because this ball is spending too much time on the orange half.
Indeed, you see, a little bit of funky work coming out from Backboard Bros, trying to keep this offensive pressure rolling, and Hambungus is there for the one time, but what a diving save from Swamp Donkey. He was at pretty much 0 boost, I want to say. All that mayo was all eaten up, french fries, whatever his favorite side is, I don't even know. As Remzik hits a crazy dunk, is it going to go all the way? Risser barely full boosting to get all the way back to make that save.
Yeah, I love the play style from Backboard Bros right now. They're just letting Remzik cook, which is exactly what you need to do. The support from Hambungus and Aqua is beautiful, to say the least. They're doing exactly what they should be doing. They figured out their play style here, and it's playing out to perfection, to say the least. So it's awesome to see that.
Oh, boy.
Have a chance here in the corner, finds a nice little pop and puts that one away.
Yes, indeed, getting the defense on a little bit of an awkward rotation. Oh, what a bump from Swamp Donkey, getting Remzik out of place. I think Remzik was probably going to go for a 50 there because that's what you would typically do. But Risser taking his time, getting that pop around one, putting that one in the back of the net. I think it was Risser, right?
Yes, it was.
For some reason, I thought it was maybe Swamp Donkey, and I just switched up mid-replay. But Swamp Donkey trying to get something center here for Weevil. Weevil with full boost, trying to cook something up here. Gets it around Hambungus, gets a little pop off of Aqua, and it's back over into Cook half.
Yeah, we'll see what Remzik can do here. This ball's midfield. That's a great touch there from Swamp Donkey as Hambungus trying to get something going here. Can't quite do so. Risser, a little bit of an awkward touch here. Aqua going to try and make a touch here. Keep this ball out of his own net. Remzik makes a great touch. Can he get another? He can. Going to maybe look for a dunk, but finds a bump instead. Aqua going to come sailing in. Can't find a shot on net here. Hambungus going to hold that midfield line beautifully. Aqua shot. It's going to be a line! The Aqua Toad bounce goes in his favor. That's going to be a 4th goal for Backboard Bros.
I was just saying, I don't know who he convinced to give him these kind of bounces, but I think whoever he talked to, he paid a little bit extra this season to get that crossbar ding, because that was just an extra slow burner every single time for him with those crazy, crazy bounces. We see another kickoff coming out here. Hamburger going up for one. Remzik trying to get a dunk. Doesn't quite get it to go. This is boom back over to Backboard Bros half. Shot on attempt. Isn't quite able to put it in.
Again, it's those small little windows right there that you need to take advantage of if you're cooked. You saw kind of an open net if you placed it a little bit better there. And unfortunately, it doesn't fall. And those are opportunities that you cannot let go to waste. There might be one here. Swamp Donkey running disruption up in the front lines there. Risser maybe trying to find a pinch in the corner. midfield can't quite do so. Swamp Donkey has a full tank of boost to work with, gets it around Remzik. It's just Aqua back, but Weevil pre-jumps it, and another opportunity missed.
Exactly, back over to cooked half. I will say Swamp Donkey looking like he's been doing a lot more, front man, just barricade type play style. This is going to be an open net. Nobody is there to capitalize. This ball is just basically rolling right behind Hambungus. Unfortunately, he did not have the boost to get back here. Backboard Bros lead by 3. They're just kind of playing with their food that maybe cooked up for them. Cookie. But we see Aqua try to go for one little road goal here. Hambungus is up, getting it maybe to the ground. Weevil's going to catch this one. 0 seconds, but this game will go to Backboard Bros for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm just super impressed with both of these teams and their stature in this series so far. I talked about it pre-game about how much...
Oh my god.
Oh my god! God, what was that? Insane corner read! I can't believe my eyes.
Oh my god! Why would... Oh my god!
Yep.
Wow!
Yep. What do you do against that?
Pray.
Hope and pray.
Dude, I actually don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so bold of Remzik. Oh my god, they were just playing with their food, and he goes down after it goes back and forth about 2 times.
Wow.
I don't know. You can take it away.
Yeah, absolutely insane play there at the end. Just nothing left to lose at that point. Might as well go for an insane shot, and he hits it. I do have reports that, while Remzik might not have the most hours during the regular season, he's been putting in the hours for LAN.
Yep.
And it's showing here. Looks like he's back in full form. And again, there's just not much you can do against that.
Yeah, I will say, so I think I mentioned this earlier, but I do have a few classes with Remzik, so I've, seen his beautiful little face several times this whole school year, and he will say he's been lacking a little bit on hours, but he said he'll dial it in for, LAN playoffs. He wants to perform very well, which obviously we can see that with how he's been playing, especially with that last goal, just the consistency, the accuracy. Don't mean to glaze him too much, but, I mean, it's deserved.
It really is, and to some people it gets kind of old, and I understand that aspect, but
too bad.
When stuff like that's going on, you can't not do it. So absolutely insane game number 3 there. That's probably going to deflate a lot of the momentum or any momentum that Cooked really had in that game. It was a 5-1 game, so hopefully Cooked can find some way to battle back. But again, it's the same story as always already here in game number 4. Backboard Bros laying on the pressure.
Yeah, for sure. And I will say you had mentioned that people are getting sick of this Remzik glaze. And I'm going to do a quick little plug here. If you wanted to change, sign up to be a caster. Why don't you?
Yeah,
it's really fun. It's really fun. That's exactly how I did. And look at me go now, doing moderate in every part of my life. But regardless, I try to be fun, entertaining, who knows what. But Remzik trying to get a pinch around Weevil, doesn't quite get it to go. Weevil keeps his offensive pressure for Cooked early in this game. A little bit different than what we've been seeing right away. Aqua is going to take over, pass it over to Remzik. Remzik pops, tries to get around 1, doesn't get it around Risser, though. Amazing defense from him.
Yeah, no, and it's also a good point to make here that was only game number 3. There's still so much series left for Cooked to find something, but I will say this, they need to change something up here, and maybe it's Risser almost finding an insane angle. The Swamp Donkey's able to put it away.
Indeed, what a touch from Risser. I believe this one just barely popped up off the corner. Barely got that wheel touch. Aqua not able to get enough beans to get up for that. And Swamp Donkey just waiting for that well-known Risser touch right center, giving their first lead of the, I want to say, series. Yes? Obviously, they won the one game, but this is like their first time scoring the first goal.
It might be. I think it is, because usually it's been Backboard Bros getting at least 1, if not 2, first every single game. So that's definitely a good sight to see if you're a member of Cooked or a fan. Maybe they can get something going here. Swamp Donkey is going for a little fake there. But again, he's been in the league long enough. You know what that guy's going to go for in situations like that.
Oh boy, here we go again. But Risser is able to deny that one, which is exactly what you want to do when you see Remzik up in the air. He's going to pull out some crazy things that we saw in overtime that last game. Not overtime, in 0 second, let's say here. Weevil's going to go off the ceiling. Doesn't quite get the touch around, though. Maybe not enough beans to get back to that one. Remzik is going to take over for Aqua. Tries to get a shot on. Weevil is back, and I will say, not so reminiscent of his first series, but more of his second series. Weevil is playing very, very well.
Right, and again, this is a conversation in almost any Division A game. Is how do you shut down that top player? And shutting down Remzik is no easy task. Few people, few teams has really ever been able to do it, but that's what Cooks needs to figure out when it matters most here in the last series of their LAN. Risser going for an insane shot there. Unfortunately, runs out of boost. Angled shot from Weevil is online, but a great save able to come out from Aqua.
Yeah, I believe Aqua was almost getting a little bit of a bump on himself there too. So great capitalization on that. Humongous going for a dribble play of his own, but is blocked away by 2 defenders. Swamp Donkey with the clear. This one has a chance to roll in. Just a wide left roller though. Risser playing the 50, tries to put this one in, but Aqua with an amazing save yet again. Remzik is going off the sidewall. Aqua gets an aerial demo on one here. Humongous tries to get something center, but is bumped away by Weevil. Risser's going to take over, gets a 50 with Remzik, and this one's going to stall at midfield.
Yeah, ball is going to be up midfield here. Humongous making a great read. Risser also up for that ball. Not able to find contact. Weevil's going to put a shot on. Remzik makes a great save off the backboard. He's going to try and continue on this ball. The Musty does come out on low boost. It's a lot of power off that one. He's going to grab this one, but end up rotating back. Aqua trying to get a pass midfield. Humongous a little bit slow as second man. Going to hand this one off over to Remzik as he gets one more touch. Swamp Donkey able to make a read. Humongous shot here. Can Aqua put it away? But unfortunately can't get power. And Cooked going to stay up by 1.
Indeed, just a lot of battering ram type shots here. Remzik double reset off the crossbar. Aqua there to finish it off. What a play from Remzik, getting that double reset, tying up this game with 1:20 left.
Beautiful shot there coming from the captain, and a great put away from Aqua. The shot doubles as a pass. Backboard Bros back in a tie game here. Minute 20 to go. We'll see if Cooks can regain here, try and get something back. Aqua's going to be up for this ball. Ends up faking out the last man back. Weevil makes a great diving save there, but it's not over yet. Remzik going to put a shot on off a great pass from Humongous, but nothing going to come from it. Good save. Does come out. Aqua, it's almost a shot. Swamp Donkey, awkward touch. Remzik's going to be there, but can't make a clean shot.
Indeed, Remzik looking for a pass mid. Humongous just launched away by Swamp Donkey. This might be an open net attempt. Risser gets a 0-0 boost 50 with Remzik. This was going to stay in backboard Bros corner though. Humongous is going to take over with a little bit of boost. Tries to fake out one. Doesn't quite get it to go. Pass back over. Demoed for his efforts. Remzik pinches it off the ceiling. Let's see what he can do here. Gets one touch. Tries to get another. Aqua is up though to take over. Doesn't quite get anything to go though. Risser grabs the boost. Is bumped away by Aqua. Humongous though clears it back over to the other side of the pitch.
Weevil, great pop up here. Risser's jumped early, but so is Remzik as he meets him there. Weevil chance here, but goal line defense from Backboard Bros comes out strong. As now Humongous tries to continue on this ball. Aqua, another shot opportunity, but rings a little bit high. Remzik there, can't quite slot it. It's not over yet though. Aqua shot on, but the defense from Cook holds strong. 5 seconds to go. Weevil pops it up. Remzik gonna go off the backboard. Almost a crazy double comes out. It was online, but great defense comes out from Cook, and the ball hits the ground, and we're going to OT yet again.
Oh my God, if I was in Cook's position there, I would be screaming. Just get up, get a touch, please. I would be freaking out there, but good composure by them, able to shut that down, just sending it to overtime, letting everyone kind of reset, get a breather there. We see Risser getting a fake over Swamp Donkey. Swamp Donkey with no boost, tries to get a pinch off, doesn't get it here. Whiffs tactical fake, whatever you want to call it. Remzik is up, did grab the 100 boost. What will he be cooking up here? Gets the reset, doesn't get anything to go though.
Yeah, 25 seconds in already, and who will it be? Cook's trying to find an equalizer here. They've done a great job at controlling Remzik here in Game 4, which is what they need to do all series long, and this is going to be a desperate game here for Cooked. Otherwise, Backboard Bros going to be on match point as Remzik lobs a shot on, forces out a double commit, and makes them use a lot of boost. Risser also on low boost as well, trying to get a shot out, trying to get a touch around Aqua, but great angle there from him to find a touch. Nice little pass there from Risser. The connection between him and Swamp Donkey has been great to see. Remzik, low boost here, gets the reset, but Risser able to put a hand up.
Indeed, great play from him. Aqua trying to get a shot on here. And we've seen a lot of crazy touches coming out from Cook, just able to put that one away. Risser is up, tries to get the redirect, doesn't quite get it to go though. Weevil tactical backflip. Remzik pops it over with low boost. Swamp Donkey also low boost, just barely, just opts to kind of let it kill here. Remzik trying to get a touch center here. Risser gets it back over to Backboard Bros half. Nice little Swamp Donkey redirect here. Humongous, breakdancing in midfield. Who knows why there. Remzik gets a 50 with Weevil. Weevil backflips. I don't know what's going on with everybody. They're trying to, you know, kind of make a little fancy show-off work here.
Yeah, Hambungus puts that ball in the corner. Swamp Donkey being aggressive on low boost. Almost gets clipped on by Remzik. They're trying to get that to the corner. But, an unfortunate jump. Are they going to capitalize as Aqua tries to put that ball on? As defensive awkwardness is coming out from Cooked right now. Swamp Donkey makes a great touch over to the sidewall, but Remzik has time, has space, trying to get a little skim shot. Almost works as a pass to Aqua. Hambungus with a slot as he puts it away and takes game number 4.
Indeed, Remzik getting a nice little fake skim here. Aqua slamming it off that backboard, catching Risser awkward in the middle of the net. It's just up to Hambungus. Put it right or left, whichever you choose. That's a song I just wrote off the dome, by the way.
Nice. But no, I mean, again, you have to respect that skim shot from Remzik with how he's been playing so far. So, you know, you can't knock him for, respecting that one, but it doubles as a pass. That's kind of been the name of the game for a lot of these plays from Backboard Bros. It feels like anything that they do is just working, and it's like anything Remzik touches turns to gold.
Right. And I will say we didn't really mention the stats there at all, but we see every single player is hovering around that 500 mark, which is very, very awesome to see, no matter, you know, who's obviously Backboard Bros able to capitalize on these offensive pressures, but being at such an even score means everybody is being super consistent. There's not one person super hardcore carrying, and that's what we like to see, and that's exactly what Cooked will need going into the rest of this series, which is very, very mandatory.
Yeah, no, but now Backboard Bros is going to progress to match point here, a singular game away from sealing the deal here and taking the Division A Grand Championship here. It's going to be a lot of fun to see. Remzik, again, going for his now, I think, 5th championship, maybe 4th. I think it's 4th.
1 game away.
1 game away. Aqua 1 game away from getting his 2nd, trying to prove himself here in Division A. So history very close to being made here. It's going to be one singular game, but I think we are on, a little bit of a timeout. Cooked doing everything they can to try and stall out their opponents.
Indeed, yeah. Cooked can, make something crazy happen here. Obviously, we had mentioned earlier, Aquatoad claims he has not lost a single LAN series in his time in DCRL.
That is true.
And Remzik, obviously, going for another championship, because who wouldn't? Cooked has the opportunity to do something very, very unheard of here. Not only wrecking Aqua's streak of not losing a series, but also Remzik's potential streak of, not winning at LAN.
Right, but here we go. This could potentially be the final game in the series here. If Cooked cannot answer back, they do have 1 game. They've proven it's possible. They took 2 games earlier in the LAN tournament, but they're gonna need 3 more here to force a bracket reset. So far, not looking good. But if anybody's going to be able to do it, it might be Risser, one of the most mechanical players in the division. We'll see if they can get it done.
I was going to say, Risser's offense has been looking really good. Remzik trying to get a shot on here. Doesn't quite get it to go. Hambungus is going to wait at the midfield. He's going to gather, play for the 50. Weevil does get it back over to the sidewall here. Remzik is going to go back, collect boost. Risser's going to go for demo on Remzik. Yep. And what a play from them. That's exactly what they needed for momentum here. Cooked with, again, a lead in game number 5.
Beautiful communication there. Risser almost, I'm surprised Swamp Donkey doesn't get faked off. Looks like Risser's going for ball, but he's not. Goes for the demo, and Cooked once again gonna strike first off of a beautiful team play, bump play there from Swamp Donkey. So love to see that. Cooked getting off to a great start.
Oh, what a pass by Remzik. Hambungus unfortunately just, miscalculating the trajectory. That's a new word. That's more than 2 syllables. That's a good one for me. But Hambungus, a little awkward here. Weevil getting a pool shot, and what an unfortunate bump. You like to see the bumps, but not pool shotting the opponent to center ball.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, it's unfortunate. Hambungus, a little bit of a tap there, ends up centering the ball right in front of his own net. And Cooked gonna go up by 2. Definitely their biggest lead so far. What I'm liking is they were able to change something up here. They're going for more of the disruption, bump-heavy play style. And so far, it's working here. We'll see if that can continue up here. 4 minutes left. A lot of Rocket League to be played. And we'll see if they can continue here. Risser gets a nice little play off the backboard. Weevil hesitant to go. Finally does. Finds a 50. Going to try and maybe keep possession of this ball. Risser finally does come in. Nice early jump from Risser, but it's a great jump there from Hambungus. And Swamp Donkey trying to find 1 more. Can't quite do so as Aqua puts it towards its orange net. That's a free pop for Risser. Chance to clip here, but unfortunately can't put it away.
Indeed, Remzik going off the backboard, gets the reset maybe, tries to go for the pogo,
Ain't no
something
way.
fancy. Oh my god, what a shot on, but what a save. I think Swamp Donkey was going to be bumped into that save here. Weevil's going to take over with low boost Aqua. Tactical fake here. Swamp Donkey maybe going for another fake here. The ground menace tries to pop it over, tries to get a bump on one, doesn't get it to go. Humongous gets demoed for taking over. Weevil is going to pop this one up. Is Risser up as well? Not quite. He's going to wait in the backfield. Gets a redirect back over to his corner. Get the Psycho. Doesn't get it to go, though. Almost. Maybe. I don't know.
Insane little play there from Risser. A little pass himself off of his corner. As Remzik going to pop this ball up. Looking for a goal here. So far scoreless in Game 5. Hambunkus almost snipes the bottom right corner. Aqua going to be up early, but hits it right into Weevil. Now Remzik kind of fakes out Weevil as well as he's trying to find a path midfield. Can't quite find anything here. Hambunkus, great 50. Looking for a low 50, but Swamp Donkey outdoes him there. Ball's going to bounce awkwardly. Remzik, great touch there to get rid of some of that pressure.
Indeed, yeah, Remzik just, bumped his teammate there saying, get off the ball. I'm sorry, but she said Swamp Donkey flying in here, trying to get a center ball, but just pinches it straight down into the ground here. Weevil is up. We see Backboard Bros, some of them low, some of them high on boost here. Risser is going to be up with boost, gets the double reset, goes for it. Remzik is the only one back here, is able to put that one away. Risser trying to get something to go. Weevil makes the cut, giving them a 3-goal lead with 2 minutes left.
What a play there from Risser, creating that opportunity. Almost puts it away himself, but luckily Weevil reads the play perfectly, able to put that one away, and Cooked so far dominating here in game number 5. I'm loving what I'm seeing coming out from them. They're completely shutting down this Backboard Bros team. I'm sensing the momentum shifting. Weevil has a chance to do something crazy here. Can't quite find the double. Risser, full tank of boost here, but nice early challenge from Aqua. Gonna get rid of that pressure immediately.
Indeed, yeah, I think Cooked has started to realize that, hey, we literally have everything to lose right now if we don't win this game. So they're throwing everything and the house at Backboard Bros here. Swamp Donkey opting the back pass. Risser maybe looking a little bit awkward. Hambungus gets a nice little center around one. Aqua's going for another little pinch. Back center doesn't quite get it to go, though. Hambungus is there early. Remzik trying to get a crazy read off the backboard. Doesn't get it to go, though. Risser is on. Hambungus and Remzik both low boost. This one's going to be popped up. Hambungus is still going to be on. Weevil meets him at the top of the ceiling here. Aqua is going to get a 50 with Swamp Donkey. Weevil jumps up. We've been saying his name in the past 30 seconds quite a bit, or at least I have. Weevil is also going to go up the sidewall, but Remzik's going to gather.
Yeah, no, Cooked have been doing a much better job here, at finding these bumps and disruptions, but I think the core of that is going to be the boost management. I think they've been doing a much better job at finding pads, finding big pads, and really outdoing Backboard Bros in that fashion, because, again, it feels like Backboard Bros have almost nothing in the tank now when Remzik isn't going for these clips. Remzik's been, so consistent with them, but when he can't do that, it feels like they've fallen a little bit flat now. And Cooked have done a good job at being able to combat that.
Indeed. Remzik going for a little bit of redirect similar to Risser did earlier. Risser going off the corner here, tries to get a pass to himself. Remzik with a nice little boom over to Aqua. Aqua with little boost. Tries to get there before Swamp, but Swamp says not today with that offense. Hambungus gets a bump on Swamp Donkey. Remzik's going to take over, bumping it himself to the mid wall. Remzik tries to get a shot on. Aqua's there for the one-timer. Puts it a little wide right, though. Cooked is up 3. Time's running down, and this game will be going to Cooked.
Yeah, no, fantastically played from Cooked here. Completely outdoing Backboard Bros in every fashion. It definitely wasn't Mickey at all. So well played coming from Cooked to get their second game on the series, keeping their hopes and dreams alive. But if you remember from yesterday, this was pretty reminiscent of the same series that happened. It was 4-2 in favor of Backboard Bros. And it's kind of shaping up like it could go that way again if Backboard Bros can get the job done here in Game 6.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you got a good look at those stats there, but we had almost 2 Snells. One, somebody that I might not mention, JK Aquatoad, a whopping 74 points, 2 shots. Hambungus with 289 points, but only 2 shots. So hardly any stats for either of them, which I feel like was, kind of the make or break in this game here. And like you had said, Cooked obviously just capitalizing on literally everything. Was not a Mickey thing. Backboard Bros just maybe wasn't playing at the top of their game, but that is, according to past series, bound to change. But again, Cooked with a lot of momentum here, coming off of a very, very strong win. They can do this thing.
No, they really can. This is going to obviously be the decision maker right here. Cooked, this was their stopping point in the last series. They're going to need to do it again here. An insane shot coming from Risser, but an even better save coming from his counterpart in Remzik. And that we're off to a fiery start here in game number 6.
Indeed, fiery, call it cooked. I don't even know what you want to say here, but Remzik is up, going for a bump on Weevil. Swamp Donkey does take over. This one's going to be boom back over to Backboard Bros half. Aqua is back with full boost. Opts for 50 with Swamp Donkey. Risser is going to meet Remzik up at the ceiling here. Is bumped away, though. Looks like they might be a tiny bit Aqua here. Remzik trying to get some whatever touch here. Swamp Donkey with no boost. Gets a 50 around Aqua. 50s Hamburgers with no boost as well. Who's going to turn here? Remzik is. He is with a kind of mid-low-ish boost. Let's see what he can cook up here. He has a teammate to his right. Tries to get a flicker on Weevil, but Weevil shuts that one down.
That might be a pass from Aqua over to Hambungus, but that connection just hasn't been hot today. This Backboard Bros team, apart from the Remzik dominance, is known for passing plays and stuff like that. It's not just a Remzik show all the time, but so far in this series, it pretty much has been just a Remzik show. So I'm really looking for that connection to be re-linked between Aqua and Hambungus, and then vice versa with their captain as well. So again, I think that might be the difference maker unless Remzik can pull something out of the bag here in the last part of the series.
For sure, Swamp Donkey is going to take control here. Gets a flick over one. Just kidding. Remzik is up. Able to carry that one in the air. Gets a bump on Weevil, I think. I don't even know how he managed that. Remzik is going to grab a boost, I think. Maybe, I don't know what happened there. But Hambungus meets up at the ceiling. This one's going to be a shot up. But Aquatoad with a little bit of boost here. Gets a clear, kind of. Remzik's going to take over. Gets a 50 with Risser, I want to say. Aquatoad getting a little bit lost track. Steppy poo-poo. Whatever. Swamp Donkey off the wall, tries to get something going here. And I will say, momentum has definitely shifted because we see Cooked putting a lot more offensive pressure on.
Yeah, especially compared to that of game number 1 and 2. It's a completely different story. This is more hard fought on the blue side especially. I do want to point something out because I do see someone in the chat saying 28 demos. The overlay is glitched, just so you know. It's a multiples of 7. So take whatever it is, divide it by 7. Call it a day. Don't know what's going on, but just gonna have to deal with it. But again, back to the game. Remzik with an insane save there, bangs it off his own backboard. Ball gonna roll up this orange wall here. Risser waits out Hambungus there. Beautiful save from him. Finds another 50, and a double commit does come out. Weevil gonna need to save his teammates some time here. Does a great job at that. Almost finds an opening, but Remzik, as calculated as ever, makes the save.
Exactly, Risser trying to get something back over to Backboard Bros half. Doesn't quite get the touch, though, before Hambungus does. Risser, oh my god, Remzik with a crazy little pop here. This is awkward for the defense. Swamp Donkey is able to recover off that unfortunate miss jump. Getting this one over the midfield. Oh my god, I had to burp there. Aqua going for an air dribble play himself. Weevil gets that back over to the corner. Who's going to go up on this one? Remzik looking a little awkward with no boost. Weevil with the pressure here. This one might be a brief little own goal, not own goal. Center ball. Remzik with a power shot. But Risser is back, able to deny that one. Aqua's going to go off the backboard, maybe looking for a pass here, but Swamp Donkey able to shut that one down.
Yeah, again, I'm going to go back to my comment on what I saw earlier. That's a great fake from Risser. Almost gets it on Aqua as well. But I've noticed multiple times now that one of the main differences that I've seen is the control of their own boost, of their own side boost from Cooked. They're doing a much better job of not letting Backboard Bros steal their boost, which is allowing them to find speed, find aerials and stuff like that, which they were not doing in game number 1 and 2. So that might be the difference. Sometimes a lot of it comes down to the boost management here, but Weevil trying to get something going here. Swamp Donkey gonna bang this off the backboard. Remzik needs a read as he pops this out to the midfield.
And I will say one thing that I think Cooked is doing a lot better job of is just ego challenging. Being able to ego challenge, make it seem like you have a touch, and making the offensive pressure, get the ball away from their car is key, especially when somebody's playing super aggressive. Because if they think that you're going to get a touch, they're going to mess up. They're going to try to get the ball around you, and that's going to get rid of all that pressure here. We see Hambungus and Remzik trying to get a little team pinch here. Demoed at midfield, though. Weevil is going to take over, tries to fake around one, but Hambungus pops it up. Aquatoad is there for the read. Remzik's going to be there for the shot. Does he put a top base? But what a save by Risser.
One goal might separate this Backboard Bros team from a championship. This next goal is going to be super important. Remzik getting it started here, trying to find an aerial. Double commit does come out, ball pops up. Remzik forced to turn back after having no boost. Shot from Hambungus, barely offline. Remzik, almost own goal, almost finds the put away. They're one goal away.
Oh,
puts
no.
it midfield.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Puts it away with 1 second to go.
Okay, so obviously great control here from Backboard Bros. Aqua getting a crazy wheel touch, considered an Aqua Toad bounce off the crossbar. There is a tiny little glimmer of hope here for Cooked. They have to keep this one up, but that was gonna hit the ground. And now 5-time champion Remzik and Backboard Bros are gonna take this 1-6.
What a way to end off that game. Aqua with an insane shot. I thought he missed that one for a second. I thought he went a little bit too early, but again, the post loves this man. He puts it off the crossbar.
I love this man.
Puts it in the back of the net. And Backboard Bros are going to be your Division A Grand Champions.
I mean, obviously, Backboard Bros did put this one away. Somehow, Aqua Toad was able to get that read. But I will say that is such a slow burner goal. Just a little dinky little poopy poo off the crossbar. Aqua Toad just kind of falls and it just caresses into the back of the net. So it's so unfortunate. And it was 1 second left. So it's like, oh, we might be able to get something to happen here, but it doesn't. And that's such an unfortunate way to lose.
It really is. But, I mean, you got to give it to Cooked. They were able to battle back. They showed some resilience in that series, but ultimately fall a little bit short there. But, again, wonderful, well played from both of these teams. Remzik becomes a 4-time champ. Aqua Toad becomes a 2-time champ. Is it 5? Maybe, or is it 4? I
thought it was 4.
Confused at this point. I'm getting the 4 mark from Aqua Toad. So, again, history is made here. Remzik officially, if you weren't aware, becomes the most winningest player in DCRL history. Most winningest. Hey,
most winningest.
I can make up words too, okay?
If
you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. But anyways.
I make the word. I am actually the writer of the dictionary. So if you could quiz me right now, and I would know every single word.
All right. I'm not going to quiz you. I'm not going to.
Okay.
But
I actually know the longest word in the English dictionary.
But anyways, thank you guys all so much for being a part of this. LAN has been an awesome event. Thank you again to UND. We're going to talk about it in a little bit from K-Tool with the trophy presentation. But Isword, thanks for being on the desk with me. It's been a blast.
Yeah, for sure. And I will say before we go, I'll probably drop my Venmo somewhere if you guys want to send me some money. I'm feeling really down and out about, my bracket reset loss, but,
Wow, that's insane.
And Dr. Pepper Fun.
Dr. Pepper Fun. Dr. Pepper sponsor us. But anyways, we're going to go to a quick, 2-3 minute, 5-minute intermission, and we'll be right back with the trophy race.